Ever pondered what would be essential in a medical emergency during a crisis? Life, as we know it, is unpredictable. One moment, it's a normal day, and the next, you could be facing a critical situation. It could be a natural disaster, an accident, or any unforeseen event that puts you in a crisis scenario. In such situations, being prepared can make the difference between life and death. And that's where a survival med pack comes in. Imagine being in a situation where medical assistance is not readily available. It could be due to a power outage, roads being blocked, or you are in a remote area. You or someone else might be injured, and immediate attention is needed. That's when the survival med pack becomes invaluable. It's not just about bandages and antiseptics. It's about having the right tools and knowledge to handle medical emergencies. In a crisis, every second counts. A survival med pack can save those precious moments. It can stop bleeding, clean wounds, and provide temporary relief until professional medical help arrives. It's about being self-reliant, about having the means to help yourself and others in need. A survival med pack is not just for those who love outdoor adventures or live in disaster-prone areas. It's for everyone. It's for the mother who wants to ensure the safety of her children, the elderly person living alone, the office worker who spends hours on the road. It's for the student studying far from home, the traveler exploring new places. It's for you. The importance of a survival med pack cannot be overstated. It's a small investment that can have a huge impact. It's about being proactive, about taking responsibility for your safety and the safety of those around you. It's about being prepared for the unexpected. In the following scenes, we'll delve deeper into what goes into a survival med pack, from basic to advanced supplies, and how to use them effectively. So stay tuned, because you never know when you might need it. So, having a survival med pack is not just a good idea, it's a lifesaver. Now you might ask, what exactly should this life-saving survival med pack contain? Well, get ready to take notes, because we're about to dive right in. First things first, bandages. These are a must-have for any survival med pack. Bandages come in all shapes and sizes, from adhesive bandages for little cuts and scrapes to larger sterile gauze pads for more severe wounds. They stop bleeding, protect wounds from infection, and help start the healing process. Next, disinfectants. These are your first line of defense against infection. Disinfectants can come in many forms, from alcohol wipes to iodine solutions. They're used to clean wounds before bandaging to ensure no nasty bacteria get a free ride into your body. Moving on, we have painkillers. In a survival situation, you can't let pain slow you down. Over-the-counter painkillers like ibuprofen or acetaminophen can help manage pain from injuries, headaches, and fevers. Just remember, always follow the recommended dosage on the packaging. Now onto essential medications. These will vary depending on your personal health needs. If you have a chronic condition like asthma or diabetes, you'll want to have an adequate supply of your necessary medication on hand. And don't forget about antihistamines for allergies or anti-diarrheal medication, because even minor health issues can become major problems in a survival situation. Lastly, a good survival med pack should include tools like tweezers and medical shears. Tweezers can be used to remove splinters or ticks, and medical shears, which can cut through clothing, are essential for accessing wounds quickly. There you have it, the basic contents of a survival med pack: bandages, disinfectants, painkillers, essential medication, and some handy tools. Each of these items plays a crucial role in promoting healing, preventing infection, and managing pain. Remember, these are just the basics, but they can go a long way in keeping you safe and healthy. Tune in for the next segment, where we'll delve into some advanced medical supplies that could be a valuable addition to your survival med pack. But what if the situation demands more than just the basics? That's a question you might be asking yourself right now, and it's a valid one. When it comes to survival, being prepared for all possible scenarios is key. This includes having advanced medical supplies in your survival med pack. Now let's talk about some of these advanced supplies. First on the list is a tourniquet. A tourniquet is a device that is used to control venous and arterial circulation to an extremity for a period of time. It's used when you need to stop heavy bleeding from a wound. It's a lifesaver, quite literally, in situations where immediate medical help is not available. Next, we have splints. Splints are used to immobilize a broken bone or dislocated joint. They provide temporary stability until you can get to a hospital. In a survival situation, a splint can make the difference between being mobile or being stranded. And then there are sutures. Sutures are used to close wounds. A deep cut in a survival situation can be dangerous, not just because of the immediate blood loss, but also due to the risk of infection. Having sutures in your med pack allows you to close the wound and protect it from bacteria. These are just 3 examples of advanced medical supplies that could be included in a survival med pack. There are others like chest seals for puncture wounds, hemostatic agents to control bleeding, and even advanced airway devices. The point is, these advanced supplies can significantly increase your chances of survival in a crisis. They allow you to handle more severe medical emergencies that basic first aid supplies might not be equipped to deal with. Remember, in a survival scenario, you might not have immediate access to professional medical help. Your survival med pack is your first line of defense. It's your personal mini hospital, so it's worth investing in advanced supplies. With these advanced supplies, your survival med pack is better equipped to handle more severe medical emergencies. So don't just pack the basics. Go a step further. Your life or the life of someone else may depend on it. Scene script. Having these supplies is one thing, but knowing how to use them is equally important. Let's start with the basics. The bandages and gauze in your kit are meant to stop bleeding and protect wounds. Clean the wound with water, apply an antiseptic wipe if available, then secure the bandage or gauze with medical tape. Remember, it's crucial not to wrap too tight, as this could cut off circulation. Next, we have the tweezers. These can be used to remove splinters, insect stingers, or other foreign objects. Make sure to clean the area with antiseptic before and after removal to prevent infection. Antiseptic wipes and creams are your frontline defense against bacteria and infection. Use them on any open wound before bandaging. Don't forget, for minor burns, cool the area first with cold water, then apply a burn cream if available, followed by a bandage. The medical gloves in your kit can help prevent infection when treating others. Always remember to wear them when dealing with open wounds or body fluids. A thermometer is a simple yet critical tool to monitor body temperature. In case of fever, it can help you decide if medical intervention is necessary. Painkillers like ibuprofen or acetaminophen can help manage pain and reduce fever. However, they should be used sparingly and only in the recommended dosages. If you're unsure, always consult a healthcare professional. Now, if your kit includes advanced supplies like a tourniquet or a chest seal, be sure to educate yourself on their correct usage. Improper use can cause more harm than good. Lastly, let's talk about the survival blanket. Also known as a space blanket, it reflects body heat back towards you, helping to prevent hypothermia. Wrap it around the body, but make sure it doesn't become wet, as this reduces its effectiveness. Remember, this is just a basic guide. If possible, take a first aid course to fully understand how to use these items. Keep in mind, correct usage of these items is critical for them to be effective. So we've covered quite a lot today, haven't we? It's been a journey exploring the critical role of a survival med pack in crisis situations and delving into its contents. Let's take a moment to recap the essentials and tie up any loose ends. We began our discussion with a look at the importance of a survival med pack. It's not just an item for outdoor enthusiasts or survivalists. It's a crucial resource for everyone, as emergencies can arise anytime, anywhere. A well-stocked med pack can be a lifeline, providing immediate access to essential medical supplies when professional medical help might not be readily available. We then dove into the basic contents of a survival med pack, didn't we? From adhesive bandages and antiseptic wipes to tweezers and medical tape. These are your first line of defense in treating minor injuries, preventing infections, and managing pain. Remember, these basics should form the foundation of every survival med pack. Next, we ventured into the realm of advanced medical supplies, items like hemostatic agents, tourniquets, and chest seals. While these may seem complicated, they can be lifesavers in severe emergencies, controlling bleeding and maintaining breathing. But remember, it's not enough to just have these advanced items. You need to know how to use them correctly, and that brings us to our tutorial on how to use the items in your survival med pack. We discussed the application of bandages, the proper way to use a tourniquet, and the correct positioning of a chest seal. These practical hands-on tips will help ensure you're not just well-equipped, but also well-prepared. In a crisis, a well-equipped survival med pack can make all the difference, so stay prepared and stay safe. After all, it's not just about having the right tools, it's about having the right knowledge and the confidence to use those tools when it counts.